this vlog I recorded on Tuesday, and then I got home, transferred it onto my computer, and I was about to edit it, and I rewatched it, and I was like, yeah, I don't like it. So I just threw it in the trash, and I was like, I'm not gonna upload this. And then last night I was laying in bed, and I was like, oh, I found out why I don't like this. And so I was telling a story, and then so I had like one part, and then I had the middle, which was a whole story, and then the end. And the thing that I didn't like was the beginning and the end, so I was like, let's completely just get rid of that and have the story. So that's what you're gonna watch. So here we go. It was 9th grade year. Us students were switching electives. It was halfway through this school year, and each year, halfway through, we would switch electives if they weren't a full year, and mine, since I was in 9th grade, were not a full year. So I was moving on from my beloved art class that I had grown to know so well, and moving on to weight training. Not to mention, weight training was just a warehouse outside of the school filled with weights and other workout equipment. Not really even a class. But I used to be, in my art class, in a room filled with sketchy art kids. And I was moving on to weight training, a room full of built basketball and football players. Now, I skipped this elective for the first 2 days of class. I was scared of going in there, not physically going in there. I was fine with physically going in there. I was more scared mentally, like getting out of my comfort zone, doing something that I'm not used to doing. Wasn't used to working out. And so, lucky for me, I had this class at the end of the day, towards the end of the day. So, me trying to be smart and coming up with a strategy to get out of this class, I would finish up my more important classes at the beginning of the day, go to lunch, and then I would fake a sickness and go home. Now, I knew the strategy would cease to work eventually, because who gets sick at the same day every day? So after skipping it for 2 days, I decided I would face my fears and actually go to this class. And when I got there, my teacher greeted me nicely, and he assigned me to a group. Now, we were put into groups so you could watch each other and I guess be support in case somebody needed help or something. I don't know. It was just easier that way because we only had a limited amount of equipment as well. And once again, I was lucky, and I was not put into a group full of jocks. I was put into the group of social rejects, you could say. I was with the overweights, the weird kids, the not so popular kids. Now, I was completely fine with that. Now, for some reason, they were in the corner of the room, the farthest away. I don't know if it was set up like this by the teacher, or if it was just choosing where they wanted to be in the back. But my luck would have to run out soon, and it did. It got to my turn at the bench press, and since it was my first day, my teacher told me to just do the bar. And in my head, I thought, oh, that's easy enough, it's just a metal bar. Shouldn't be too hard. That's where I was wrong. I go down for my first rep. Easy. I go down, hit my chest, almost hit my chest, and go up for the second rep. I get halfway in between my bony chest and where the bar rests, and I couldn't move it any farther. My arms were stuck, and I didn't have anybody watching me. I didn't have a spotter, and that's where things started to get bad. My arms began to shake, my hands were starting to sweat, and I couldn't hold it any longer. And I didn't want to say, help me, somebody help him, I can't push this thing here, because that would make me look extremely weak. I mean, I already knew I was weak, but I mean, having to ask for help on a metal bar, I just didn't want to do it. And eventually, my arms and my hands gave out, and the bar slipped out and landed on my neck. I should have asked for help, and I was laying there pinned against the bench with a 50-pound metal bar choking me. Eventually, one of my group members saw me, and he got the bar off of me. I was able to live another day and go to this stupid class again. But wait, there's more. So, the story doesn't just end like that. If you go to the end of this semester, I finished the class, and so I went from not being able to lift the bar and dropping it on my neck to being able to lift over my body weight. So, pretty successful, I'd say. Honestly, put the work in, you can do it.